Welcome to this edition of the Forum. I'm your host, Shelia Evans. The end of the school year approaches, and we have a special edition of the Forum for you. Today we look at summer camps and 3 different sets of camps for children of all ages. We get things started with Georgianne Haas, the Arts Education Supervisor for New Hanover County Schools. She will tell us all about the summer arts camps being offered this year by the school system. Then we welcome Renee Weeks and Andy Gould from the North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher. Each year the aquarium offers summer camps, and they will tell us about them and the new additions and changes. And finally, Leslie Wilson, from the 4-H agent with the North Carolina Cooperative Extension of New Hanover County, joins us. She will give us all the details on the 4-H summer camps offered this year. We've got a great edition of the Forum for you today. We'll get started right after this short break.
Low-fat cheese sandwiches on whole wheat bread. Chewy and good for you. Snacks high in calcium help build strong bones, and foods rich in fiber are good for your heart. So you have the power to dominate. Can your food do that? Run, throw, think, eat better. Find out more at smallstep.gov.
What state am I?
I produce 25% of the world's citrus fruit. Kennedy Space Center at Cape Canaveral, the launching site for many space shuttles, is located here. The Mockingbird represents my state. Do you know who I am? If you guessed Florida, you're right. I received statehood in 1845.
This United States factoid has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
I am joined by Georgianne Haas. She is the Supervisor of Arts Education for New Hanover County Schools, and we are here to talk about summer camps. Georgianne, kind of fill us in.
Well, it's going to be a busy summer.
Good.
And one of the things I always forget to say when we're talking about summer arts camps is the fact that they're taught by certified arts education teachers.
Nice.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because they know the curriculum and they know all of the strategies and techniques for teaching. And I forget to mention that, so I want to say that up front.
Well, I'm glad you did.
We're running some of the same traditional camps that we have in the past. The Arts Day camp at Holly Tree, of course, that's 4 weeks, and that will be going on again. Bradley Creek is having a couple of arts camps that are a little different. They're having a bookmaking camp and a painting camp, and these are all elementary. Parsley Elementary will have their art camp again. That's always a very popular camp. I have so many I'm having to use my notes here. We have 3 AIG camps this year that are going to be at Blair Elementary.
Okay.
And last year we did one that was the Art of Shakespeare.
Fun.
Very popular. Ended with a performance, very, very fun. And they've also added this year global awareness and brain games, which will be about logic and creative thinking and problem solving. So those are new, and hope they're going to be well received.
Now, are those also elementary?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, K through 3 through, let me see, 3 through 6.
Gotcha.
So we're going into that 6th grade.
There you go.
A brand new camp that we're having that I've wanted to do as long as I've been here, but never really had anybody that was interested, is a musical theater camp for elementary students.
That's awesome.
And that's going to be happening at Winter Park. It's a 3-week camp, and at the end of that, they will be producing a full-scale musical.
Wow.
So we hope that kids will come out and...
Do you know what the musical is?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
I won't spoil it.
So that's a really exciting camp, and one that we've, like I said, I've always wanted to do, but finally somebody said, I want to do it.
You know, and that could start the love of those things for these kids forever. My daughter went to a band camp one time that had that as an elective, if you will. We've seen almost everything we possibly could because of it. They loved it.
We've moved a few camps for strings and for art for middle school from Roland Grice to Murray because they're doing some work at Roland Grice this summer and we can't use that campus. So band camp won't be at Roland Grice this year for the first time in a long, long time.
I bet.
And it's going to be at Hoggard. So the middle school band camp will be at Hoggard this year. Middle school strings camp will be at Murray, and middle school art camp will be at Murray as well.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Once again, we have the art camps at Hoggard for high school students. That's photography, drawing and painting, and ceramics. So we have a pretty full schedule this year for camps, and hope kids are going to come and have a great time.
I'm sure they will. What kind of fees are we looking at?
We try to keep the fees very modest. The art camps at Hoggard for high school, for example, will be $100, and that's for 4 days, but that's for 3 hours a day. The Holly Tree Day Camp is only $100 for, let's see, 8:30 to 2:30, 4 days a week.
Oh, wow.
So the purpose in the camps is really not to make money.
Right.
We're trying to pay the fees for the teachers to teach and to give kids an opportunity to have some enrichment and have some fun in the summer.
Sounds like fun. What are some of the popular camps?
They're all really popular, but Holly Tree Day Camp is always popular because the students get to participate in technology. They have lots of things that they do in the computer lab. Also, they have the music, they have drama, and they have art.
Oh, wow. So they get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's like having different classes. And then at the end of the week, they perform for the parents. So we have a little reception and refreshments, and parents and grandparents can come and see what the kids have been doing all week.
Fun.
Art show.
So that's probably the first one that fills up usually?
Usually, yeah. Usually it's a very popular camp. But the high school camps are also popular at the high school, at Hoggard, with the ceramics and photography, because that's a little bit different.
That's a great opportunity for some kids that could never fit it in their schedule to give it a try.
Exactly, and I think that's what happens is we do get some students that come in that would just like to try it and see how it goes, and then maybe they'll sign up for a class later.
Okay. And the AIG camps, they fill up pretty quickly?
They do. Well, excuse me.
That's nice for people like me that can't draw a straight line and would like some other avenues.
The AIG camp, like I said, last year was the first time we've tried that with the Art of Shakespeare. And we were able to fill the camp, but this year we tried to branch out a little bit. The brain game sounds pretty exciting to me because that's a little bit different, and I hope that we're going to get a good response for that.
What would that be like? What would we expect to see?
Or
do?
Yeah, well, it would be involving games that would teach children logic. There'd be a lot of game playing. There would be other kinds of activities. I know one of the camps will be, the global awareness will be looking at the waste that we have in our culture, and maybe how can we use some of those materials to do something else, to recycle, there'll just be
Cool.
a lot of those kind of themes. So they'll actually be producing things. They will also have some, at the end of the week, they'll have a performance for parents as well.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. What else is keeping you busy?
We have the art show at the mall the last couple of weeks, and that has been just amazing. Last week it was elementary, and this week we have the secondary schools. But I encourage everybody to get out there and see that because it's really incredible what our students do.
Oh, I'm always amazed.
It is amazing. And a lot of people come by and say we have really talented children, and we do, but without really great teachers,
True.
sometimes it's hard to find that.
You're right.
Or students don't know that they have that talent.
Gotcha. Finally, tell us how people sign up.
Well, the registration forms are on our website,
Okay.
the Arts Education website that you can get to through New Hanover County Schools. Also, these registration forms should be in every elementary, middle, and high school. So they're on, and they're due the end of May. So.
Okay. So keep in mind the end of May. We'll be back in just a few minutes, right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Danielle Schaefer from Lakely High School.
And I'm Jamie Stafford from Ashley High School.
Now is your chance to tell us what you think about NHCS TV.
Just go to the school system's website at www.nhcs.net. Then look for TV survey in red on the main page.
The survey takes about 10 minutes, and the information will help us here at New Hanover County Schools Television make better local educational TV for everyone.
So come on, take our survey today. Just go to www.nhcs.net. Then look for TV survey in red on the main page.
Check the survey today.
sir?
I found these over by the stairs.
Okay, thank you.
What are they?
Love handles. Lots of people lose them taking the stairs instead of the escalator.
My guests are from the North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher. To my left, Renee Weeks, and to my extreme left, Andy Gould. Renee is the Special Activities Coordinator, and Andy is the Outreach Coordinator. Renee, let's start with you. We're talking here about summer camps.
Oh, yes.
Fill us in.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today. We have an exciting summer planned for, again, this summer. 8 weeks of camp beginning June 17th, and we'll run them through August 9th, so we do 8 consecutive weeks. And we have different age groups we offer it to as well. Ages 5 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 12, and 3 weeks out of the summer we offer a camp for ages 13 and 14-year-olds.
Do those fill up pretty quickly, the older students?
The older, right now we actually are almost full for one of those weeks. That one is usually harder to sell. I think there's more activities in the community for that age group, but our 7 to 9-year-old is probably the most popular age. We always fill that.
Okay. I suppose there's themes.
Yes, we have 3 new themes this year.
Okay.
We have a camp called Eco Explorers, so
Cool.
we're taking the campers on an imaginary trip of the world to see the different types of ecosystems that we have, from deserts to rainforests to the beach to salt marsh, so to learn about the different plants and animals that live there. We have Nature Patrol, so this one is perfect for all the young naturalists out there, or for parents that have kids that are glued in front of the TV. This way it'll encourage them to go outside and explore their backyard. And then we have one called Wild and Wonderful Wildlife. Now this one explores the different animal adaptations, from the cool to the gross, but kids find that awesome. And our most popular one we're bringing back is Animal Keepers, because kids love animals, they want to go up to work with them. And this camp will introduce them to the things that we do here at the aquarium as far as how to take care of the animals, what kind of food we feed them, and they'll actually get to prepare food and feed the animals and take care of them.
So they'll get to cut up fish or
Yes,
shrimp or something like
yes,
that?
and the kids love that.
So it's a behind the scenes kind of
Yes.
That's a very special camp.
Yes, it is, and we do this one every year because it's so popular. It always fills up.
Do you have activities for the family as well in the summer?
We do. We'll offer a variety of behind the scenes tours, surf fishing classes, canoe trips, going out to the salt marsh and going crabbing. So we do a lot of family programs as well aside of camp.
Now the canoe trips, do they have to be experienced at it?
No, they do not have to have experience. They need to know how to swim. We prefer that and be comfortable in the water, but they do not have to have any prior experience with canoeing.
And where do you go in the canoes?
We canoe over to Zeke's Island, so it's located right down the road from the aquarium, so it's a perfect spot for us.
Very good. What is the cost for some of these programs? Do you...
The camp programs are anywhere from $220 for ages 5 to 12, and the older camp is $270, and that includes Monday through Friday meals and snacks, and a variety of cool activities.
And like what kind of hours is that?
It's 8:30 to 3. From Monday through Friday. The other programs, the behind the scenes tours, can range anywhere from $15 to $25. We have just the basic behind the scenes tours to the ones where they can actually go and work with an aquarist, prepare food, and get to feed one of our exhibits. And then the canoe trips are $25 as well.
And the behind the scenes stuff, does that happen on the weekends or during the week
We
as
have
well?
them during the week and
nice.
on the weekend.
Very good, very good. And how do people sign up?
The easiest way to sign up for our programs is online on our website, but you can also call or come to the aquarium to sign up for our programs.
Okay, very good. Andy, let's jump over to you. Are there educational programs that are offered outside the aquarium?
There are. We have an extensive outreach program where we travel around the state and bring animals with us and do really fun interactive programs.
What kind of animals do you bring with you?
We can bring alligators, seahorses, yep, snakes, ducks, lots of different things.
And you're driving them across the state?
Yep.
Do you go to the schools very often?
We do. We go to schools, mostly elementary schools, but we'd like to go to all age groups, so anybody's welcome.
And tell me what maybe one of the most popular programs would be that you bring to the schools.
One of our most popular is called Wild Wetlands,
Okay.
and it talks about wetland habitats and the animals that live there. We bring some reptiles, some amphibians, and the star of the show is the duck.
The duck. Do the kids get to touch it?
They don't get to touch him, but they get to see him up close.
Okay. Well, that must be fun.
Yeah.
Very good. What about other opportunities that are available in the summer?
In the summer, we switch gears and focus on traveling to summer camps, to preschools, vacation Bible schools. So basically any kind of community group that has activities in the summer, we will visit them.
Is there a fee attached to the outreach?
There are small fees. It depends on the size of the group, usually between $100 and $200.
Okay. What is a typical size of group?
Or
is there not a typical?
There's not a typical.
Okay.
We do groups of 30 up to 150 at a time. So.
Oh, wow. And you travel all over the state. Do you share territory with the other aquariums?
We do.
Are you responsible for?
Yep, we try to stay to the ones closest to Fort Fisher and let the other two aquariums do the ones closest to them.
Okay. And when you go to summer camps, do you ever go to like sleepover camps? Are you one of their activities occasionally, or?
We can be.
Can be. Very good. How do people sign up for outreach?
Go to the website is the easiest thing. We have an online form there, or give us a call.
Okay. I'm going to jump back to you, Renee. What's the most fun part of the summer programs?
For me, as working with young kids, but the kids just love being able to go outdoors and get muddy and wet and catching animals out in the marsh.
It's okay, right?
Yeah, we encourage that hands-on fun because that's what they're going to really remember from their summer vacation or their summer experience. So.
What's the most popular thing that the kids enjoy?
With camp, I would definitely say either our live animal programs or going crabbing. They love that.
Crabbing is fun if you catch something.
Yes.
Do they get frustrated if they don't catch anything?
Some do. I work with the 5- and 6-year-olds, so their patience is very limited. But when they catch one, it's all they'll talk about for the rest of the day. So
look what I did.
Yes.
Very good. Well, thanks for coming in and sharing this information. And I'll be back in just a few minutes right after these messages.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're gonna be hanging out a little bit more.
Rob, what's up? How's it going? Guys, this is my cousin Rob from Michigan.
What's up?
He's a teenager.
Hey, what's
totally.
up?
All right. Oh, hey, you want to slow down?
No.
Really? Huh. Hey, you know what a beautiful animal is? A horse. A horse. Yeah. Beautiful mane. Unbelievable muscle tone. When it runs, it looks like poetry in motion. It's the most beautiful thing on earth. And sometimes when you feed a horse, its lips will tickle your hand. Just tickle it just a little bit. It makes me giggle sometimes. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you don't slow down, I'm gonna bite into your head like an apple. And thanks, guys, for listening to my horse stories. I could talk about ponies all day long.
I am joined by Leslie Wilson, 4-H agent for the North Carolina Cooperative Extension here in New Hanover County. Leslie, first of all, tell us a little bit about what 4-H is.
4-H is a youth development program for kids ages 5 to 18,
Okay.
and it's offered through NC State and NC universities, which are our land-grant universities in North Carolina. And it's offered on the county level, so every county has a 4-H program with a 4-H agent, and they have their own programs. And kids can be involved in summer camps, they can join a 4-H club, or they can even be involved in school or after school.
Okay. What kind of clubs do you have?
We have a variety of clubs in New Hanover County. We have a robotics club, we have a rabbit club, we have a teen leadership club, and we have 4 horse clubs now. So you can find out information about each of those and how to join on our website.
Do you still have the Master Gardeners, Junior Master Gardeners stuff
We
going
actually
on?
have a gardening class going on right now at the Arboretum through the end of May that meets on Tuesdays. It's a gardening class for kids.
Very good. What, and you said ages 5 to 18?
Yes.
How does somebody sign up to become part of 4-H?
To sign up, you just complete the enrollment forms and submit them to your local 4-H office, and it's free to join 4-H.
Okay. Tell us what kind of summer camps you'll be offering at the Arboretum this summer.
We have 2 really exciting camps coming up this summer. One of them is a Cloverbud camp, and if you're not familiar with 4-H lingo, Cloverbud just means a 5 to 8-year-old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we'll be doing a Cloverbud camp June 10th through the 14th, and it's a half day in the mornings. And you know, we'll have fun, we'll do arts and crafts, sing songs, play games. And the theme of the camp is just to learn about yourself, so character development, learn about families and different kinds of families, and also just to celebrate other cultures. So we'll do a lot of arts and crafts from places from around the world. And the cost of that is $80, and it'll run in the mornings from 8 a.m. to 11:45 a.m.
Okay. What else do you have for the little bit older?
We have a science camp for 9 to 12-year-olds, and we'll be doing a lot of different science topics. We'll be talking about the environment, horticulture, animals, agriculture, engineering, robotics, so a lot of different things. So it's great for the child that's just interested in everything and likes to learn how things work. We'll be making our own working lamps that the kids can take home. We'll be discovering how we might be able to use robots to save the beach, and just a bunch of different hands-on activities.
And what kind of time frame is that?
This one's a little bit longer. It's 8 in the morning until 3:45 in the afternoon.
Okay,
and
so do kids bring their lunch with them, or do you feed them lunch, or how does that work?
they'll bring their lunch with them, and then we'll also provide snacks in the morning. And this camp is July 15th through the 19th.
Okay. Do you know what the fee is attached to that?
The fee is $100.
Okay. And as far as the working lamp, is that something you bring, or are there
No.
materials that they have to purchase, or you have all those?
We'll provide all the materials for
Excellent.
camp.
That makes it really easy. What else do you have going on for the older kids?
Well, if your child is one that's maybe ready to go to away for camp for the week, we're going to Betsy Jeff Penn 4-H camp on July 28th through August 2nd. And it's a great week. It's really just your traditional 4-H camp. We'll do horseback riding, we'll have campfires, canoeing, swimming, arts and crafts. It's really a great week, and that's open for kids ages 8 up to 14. And the cost of that is $420.
And if folks are interested in signing their kids up for any of these camps, what do they need to do?
They just need to go to our website, click on 4-H Youth Development, and you'll find the forms and additional information about camp. And they just need to turn in our camp forms and the payment for those camps, and then their child will be registered. If they're interested in the Betsy Jeff Penn 4-H camp, we just need them to submit a $100 deposit to secure their child's spot.
What are some of the benefits of camps with 4-H?
Well, really, I mean, 4-H camp is fun, so your kids will have fun during the summer, but they're also going to learn life skills and get to meet other kids as well.
Outside of school and such. What about someone who wants more information on 4-H in general? What does 4-H stand for?
4-H stands for Head, Heart, Hands, and Health.
Very good, very good. And what if someone wants more information?
To find out more information, you can just call myself at the Extension office, or you can go to our website. You can also find us on Facebook at New Hanover County 4-H.
Okay. Do you have a lot of homeschool kids participate during the school year?
We do, but we really have a variety. It's a good mix of homeschool, public school, private school, all ages.
Any sewing classes or cooking classes?
We don't have any sewing classes going on right now. We actually just held a cooking camp during spring break that was called the 4-H Foodies Camp, and
that's
it was
cool.
So much fun. We hope to offer it next spring break as well.
Okay. Well, that was fun. I bet it was packed.
It was. We maxed out.
Okay. So. Typically, how many students do you have in a camp, like the ones in the summer?
We try to keep our camps around 15 to 20 kids.
So if folks are interested, they need to sign up soon.
Yeah.
And the application is on the website, or they fill out the application on the website?
They can download it, print it out, or if you can't do that, you can just come by our office and pick up a form as well.
What else will keep you busy this summer?
I'll be traveling to Raleigh for our 4-H Congress and a lot of events with our teenagers as well.
That Congress is a pretty neat thing.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It's a great 4-H tradition.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Leslie. We appreciate you sharing that information. And I'll be back in a few minutes, right after these messages.
I understand you need a little help with your mortgage. Want to avoid foreclosure. Candy? Well, you know, you're in luck. We're experts in this sort of thing. Mortgage, rigmarole, whatnot. Why don't we get a contract? Who wants a contract?
Here you go, Pete.
Thanks, Betty.
Write a toner.
If you're facing foreclosure, talk to the right people. Speak with HUD-approved housing counselors free of charge at 888-995-HOPE.
We can all be energy savers. It's easy. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Learn more at energy.gov/kids.
We hope you've enjoyed our program today. To sign up for one of New Hanover County Schools' summer arts camps, visit www.nhcs.net and click on the link on the home page. To contact the North Carolina Aquarium at Fort Fisher about their camps, call 458-8257 or visit their website at www.ncAquariums.com/Fort-Fisher. And for more information on the 4-H summer camps, call 798-7660 or go to newhanover.ces.ncsu.edu. Now, if you ever have any questions about the topics discussed here on our show today, please call the school system's public relations office at 254-4317. I'm Shelia Evans, and thanks for joining me today.